If your relationship feels intense but not safe, that is not chemistry. That's nervous system activation. Welcome to day 64. I'm Dr. Nicole, and today we're talking about why emotional safety matters more than spark in relationships, and why so many women confuse the two of them. As a psychologist who works with couples, I see this pattern constantly. Women choosing intensity over stability, mistaking anxiety for attraction, and staying in relationships that feel exciting but unsafe. If you've ever been drawn to someone who's kept you on edge, if you've confused drama for passion, or if you're wondering why boring relationships don't excite you, this video is going to change how you understand attraction. Let's start by understanding what spark actually is from a neurobiological perspective. Spark is nervous system stimulation, the adrenaline rush, the butterflies, the excitement of uncertainty. It feels like a racing heart when you see their name on your phone, constant thoughts about them, emotional highs and lows, excitement mixed with anxiety, the thrill of not knowing where you stand. Now, I'll admit this is very compelling. It's because your brain releases dopamine, that reward chemical, in response to unpredictability. This creates an addictive cycle where you crave the next hit of attention or of validation. The problem is, this kind of spark is often based on uncertainty and inconsistency, intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes they're loving, sometimes they're not. Anxiety about whether they will choose you, and the challenge of winning their love. This isn't chemistry, it's actually activation. Your nervous system is responding to perceived threat or uncertainty, not to genuine connection. Now let's talk about what emotional safety actually is. Safety is nervous system regulation, on the other hand, the calm, grounded feeling of being with someone who makes you feel secure. It feels like calm presence, steady affection, knowing where you stand, being able to relax and be yourself, feeling chosen, not just tolerated. Now, this is less exciting to some people. It's because your nervous system isn't in fight or flight mode. No adrenaline rush because there's no threat or uncertainty. The truth is, safety can feel boring at first if you're used to chaos, but it's actually the foundation for lasting love and deep intimacy. Safety allows genuine vulnerability, authentic connection, sustainable attraction, long term partnership, and true intimacy. Listen, spark without safety is just stress. Safety with spark is sustainable love. Here's why this confusion is so common for so many women. There's cultural conditioning. We're taught that love should be dramatic, intense, and all consuming. Movies and media glorify passionate, chaotic relationships. Then there's attachment patterns. If you grew up with inconsistent love or attention, your nervous system learned to associate anxiety with connection. The dopamine addiction. The unpredictability of safe relationships creates a dopamine cycle that feels like intense attraction. Misunderstanding those butterflies you feel. We're told that butterflies mean you're in love, but butterflies are often just anxiety. The result is women stay in relationships that feel exciting but unsafe, mistaking their activated nervous system for chemistry. The truth is, if you feel anxious, uncertain, or on edge about someone, that's not attraction. That's your nervous system telling you that something is off. Let's distinguish between trauma bonds and secure bonds. Trauma bonds are formed through intermittent reinforcement, that inconsistent love and attention, emotional highs and lows, anxiety and uncertainty, the cycle of hurt and reconciliation, feeling like you need to earn their love. Trauma bonds feel intense and all consuming, addictive and hard to leave, exciting but exhausting, like you can't live without that person. Secure bonds, on the other hand, are formed through consistent love and attention, emotional stability, clarity and communication, mutual respect and care, feeling chosen and valued. Secure bonds feel calm and grounded, safe and sustainable, peaceful but fulfilling, like you're better together but also whole apart. The key difference is trauma bonds are based on fear and scarcity. Secure bonds are based on love and abundance. Here's what emotional safety actually feels like in a relationship. You can be yourself without performing or hiding parts of who you are. You feel calm after spending time together, not anxious or drained. You know where you stand. There's no guessing, no mixed signals, no confusion. You can express your needs without fear of rejection or punishment. You actually feel respected, even during disagreements. You can trust their words because their actions match them. You feel secure without having to chase, convince, or prove your worth. You can relax into the relationship instead of constantly managing it. Here are 3 questions to help you assess emotional safety in your relationships. 1. Do I feel calm after we talk? If you feel anxious, confused, or drained after interactions with that person, that's a sign of emotional unsafety. Healthy relationships should leave you feeling more peaceful, not more activated. 2, do I feel respected? Respect shows up in how they speak to you, how they handle conflict, and how they treat your boundaries. If you feel dismissed, criticized, or like your feelings don't matter, that's emotional unsafety. 3, do I feel secure? You don't have to chase attention, affection, or commitment. If you're constantly pursuing, that's a sign of inconsistency and emotional unsafety. When you start prioritizing safety over spark, you stop being drawn to chaos and start being drawn to peace. You recognize anxiety for what it is instead of mistaking it for attraction. You choose partners who make you feel secure, not partners who keep you guessing. You build relationships that are sustainable, not just exciting. You discover that safety doesn't mean boring. It means you can finally relax enough to experience genuine intimacy. Choose safety. Spark will follow. When you're with someone who makes you feel emotionally safe, the spark doesn't disappear, it deepens. It becomes sustainable attraction based on genuine connection, not just nervous system activation. You deserve a relationship that feels both exciting and safe, both passionate and peaceful. Make sure you hit subscribe for day 65, where we're talking about how to stop attracting users and takers, how you can shift your energy to attract reciprocal relationships. Tell me in the comments, have you ever confused anxiety with attraction? What did you learn? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Dr. Nicole.